Hi, everybody. Joyce Fields, also known as Grandma J. I saw this documentary, B. Richards, A Black Woman Speaks, in 2004, and I was overwhelmed. This is a picture of B. Richards. She was a famous actress, poet, and activist. She was born in 1926 and she died in 2000. In the documentary, it was at a peace conference in Chicago. It appeared to be in the 1940s, so B was in her 20s. A prize was being given for the poem that most expressed the idea of peace. She recited her poem. The documentary did not show her actual recitation. It showed her reciting it about 20 years later. She appeared to be in her 40s. She was the only person or thing in the scene as she recited it, tears rolling down her cheeks. This is the most profound poem I have ever heard. It's entitled, A Black Woman Speaks of White Womanhood, of White Supremacy, and of Peace. It is right that I, a woman black, should speak of white womanhood. My husbands, my fathers, my brothers, my sons died for it. They said, the white supremacists said, that you were better than me, that your fair brow should never know the sweat of slavery. They lied. White womanhood, too, is enslaved. The difference is degree. They brought me here in chains. They brought you here willing slaves to man. You bore him sons. I bore him sons. No, not willingly. He purchased you. He raped me. You were afraid to nurse your young, lest fallen breast offend your master's sight, and he should flee to firmer loveliness. And so you passed them, your children, on to me. And as I gave suck, I knew I nursed my own child's enemy. I could have lied, told you your child was fed till it was dead of hunger, but I could not find the heart to kill orphaned innocence, for as it fed, it smiled and burped and gurgled with content, and as for color, knew no difference. Yes, in that first while, I kept your sons and daughters alive, but when they grew strong in blood and bone that was of my milk, you taught them to hate me. You gave them the words mammy and nigger. So the strength that was of myself turned and spat upon me, despoiled my daughters, and killed my sons. And that was the end of the poem. Then the documentary goes to current day, shortly before B died from emphysema. And B says, and when I finished it, all of a sudden there's screams. It's a scream that 500 women screaming. They're crying, they're screaming. They have their arms around each other. People all over this convention hall hear them, and they think we're being attacked by the police. They come running and say, what is the matter? What is happening? What has happened, they say. This woman read a poem. She did what? She read a poem, and I will never forget it as long as I live. There was one woman who picked me up. She picked me up bodily, and there was a table in the middle of the thing. She stood me on the table, and she had a pocket handkerchief, and she gave it to me, and she said, wave it, wave it, wave it. B won the poetry contest and $300. That's it.